Democrats are planning a big counterattack on the topic of immigration months after Republicans blocked the border security bill that was largely crafted to give them what they wanted. Here's the first ad.
We did family separation. A lot of people didn't come.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
When you say to a family that if you come, we're going to break you up, they don't come.
They're destroying our country. They're destroying the guts of our country.
The Biden administration unveiling a task force Tuesday to locate and reunite families who were separated at the border under the Trump administration's zero tolerance policy.
They got separated from their parents. Violates every notion of who we are as a nation.
They're not people, in my opinion. These are animals. Within moments of my inauguration, we will begin the largest deportation operation in American history.
So look, obviously this is something that they have to talk about. A lot of people do care about what's happening at the border, and I think that it's important for them to focus on it to demonstrate the utter hypocrisy that the right has had on this topic, talking about it as though it's an invasion and then making sure that the government does literally nothing to stop it so that there can be chaos that they can fundraise on and try to get votes on and all that. I mean, that said, to be fair, they started that task force. The last I had heard, they had not been successful in reuniting all the families. Now, obviously, some of that is still on Trump, but it's still a problem. And Biden has been in office for a few years. I'd also say that in trying to get the right to back off of them on immigration, some of the major ways they did that, both for the bill that didn't end up getting passed and the executive orders that did, is by giving the right effectively what they want in the border. Like maybe not the exact same sorts of cages that we had for toddlers before, but a lot of the policy in terms of deportations and streamlining due process and all that was very similar to the Trump years, if not exactly the same as in the Trump years. So look, they're better on some level, but I don't love the idea of them pitching themselves as being like saints on this topic versus Trump. Trump might be Satan, but that doesn't make Biden a saint, I think. But what do you make about this?
Yeah, I know it is hard to know how to feel. I mean, I like them, the way the Republicans ended up coming out of the whole thing or looking, ineffectual and hypocritical. Them highlighting that, I think, is smart, and that they should do that. But like you said, along the way in trying to appease them, they kind of did a lot of stuff that you would think would alienate what should be their base, the Democrats base, and it's like what are they trying? Who are they trying to appeal to? People that are never going to vote Democrat no matter what. And so I don't know. There's a lot of conflicting thoughts I have about the whole thing, but they kind of got saved from themselves by the Republicans' own incompetence at this last juncture, I feel like.
Yeah, we'll see if there's anything more that they can get done on this topic, but it's clearly going to be a focus of the election, and they're going to need to come up with a stance that I think differentiates themselves from Trump, but also gives people, some sort of faith that they can manage the situation while also not descending to the barbaric depths that the prior administration did. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?